I often tell people that life is about the journey, not about the destination.
The world has a different face from the air. What would be a congested mess on the ground becomes almost peaceful from a few thousand feet above. The only thing that has changed is your perspective. For backcountry pilots, men and women who don't let gravity constrain recreation, that perspective is all a part of the experience. Where they land is just as important, though, and today this group of adventurous aviators has found a unique spot where flying, taking off, and even competing all come together.
Caveman Ranch is kind of special because we actually live in caves. All our rooms are blasted out of the mountain. My house is actually blasted out of the mountain.
Well, it's a good place to base our operations. There are numerous backcountry airstrips within an hour's flight of here. And like today, I was into 5 or 6 different ones. Some of the guys got into 10 different ones.
Here in Utah, it's phenomenal. With this airplane, you can land just about any place. You don't need a runway. You need a little bit bigger wheels on it, but you know, you can find a sandbar or a piece of desert that doesn't have a lot of plants on it and just plunk it down and turn around and take off.
ATV jamborees may be common in the West during the summer months, so are jeeping events, even boat gatherings. But for pilots, such get-togethers are a bit more difficult. After all, there aren't many locations in the backcountry that can accommodate a few dozen planes. That's what makes this day at the Caveman Ranch so exciting for the wing and propeller set. Here, pilots can land right alongside other recreationists who share their passion for the skies, swap stories, even challenge each other to competitions you'll only see at a deserted landing strip.
This is a spot landing contest to see how close they can get to a predetermined spot. They got to come over that and then come as close as they can to that line without hitting before the line. You hit before the line, that's a crash and burn.
What would Clint Eastwood say right now? This is fabulous. What a day, what a life.
Today's fly-in at the Caveman Ranch is the first of its kind. While the ranch itself won't be fully completed for a few more months, the plan is to cater to sportsmen of all types, but with an eye to aviators.
We're going to be a flying resort here. We got a restaurant we're going to have open. You can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Pilots have always looked for places like this. It's something right up their alley. It's hard to find a place to base out of. If you are a pilot, they can actually land here, have their airplane on site, get something to eat, and also sleep. And so it works out pretty good.
Perspective. Once you've found it, everything looks different. That's why these aerialists take to the skies. It isn't just the fun, it isn't just the view. It's something so much more.
Yeah, it's a commitment and a passion, and but it's a freedom, you know. Probably grew up wishing you could fly, wishing you were a bird or something, watching them go around, and it's kind of as close as you can get to that.
Such a different perspective on traveling and seeing the sights and things that people can't see from the highway. Even when you drive through Canyonlands, you see such a tiny bit of it. And we get to fly around and look at all this beautiful country from a close but different perspective than anybody sees from the ground.
From the trailheads of the West, I'm Shelley Osterloh.